The board, that's the censor board, meanwhile has distanced itself from individuals who took the bride, and they're saying that they actually don't belong to the board. The censor board essentially is saying that the actor, that is Vishal, who you just heard from, has become a victim to corruption via middlemen or mediators. We have T.S. Nagabharana, who's a censor board member, who resides in Mumbai, who's now speaking to us, and he's saying that we will launch a probe if the actor actually files a complaint. So we've already heard from Vishal. Let's now hear from the censor board. Its member, T.S. Nagabharana, is joining us on the show. Sir, thank you very much. I want to ask you, first things first, why are you and the censor board dismissing actor Vishal's claims of corruption within the censor board without even an inquiry?
Not at all dismissing it. I am not dismissing it. I am saying that why it happened with an experienced producer and director. That you must understand. I am a producer, a director. I have directed 36 films. I never had any such kind of things in my career. So it depends upon your approach also. That's what I am telling. If there is a corruption, I think CBFC is directly involved in it. There is some X or Y who is involved in it. So the action has to be taken on them also, and as well as on whoever is connected to CBFC. That minister has already ordered the inquiry. We are transparent as far as that is concerned. But I am not dismissing totally whatever it has happened. It has happened, for which Vishal is reacting to it. I do accept that. But it doesn't mean this is not the way to go. Being an experienced actor, director, producer, you could have done a better job. Directly going to the censors, talking to them, or directly applying the film online. Because I have done it like that, and I never had any this kind of situations.
Naga sir, wait. Vishal applied online. Okay, he applied online. And then you are saying this is not the correct way to go about it. The fact is that in our country, unless a complaint is made on social media, no one takes it seriously. And we have seen that on multiple occasions. That is my experience as a journalist. And see, Vishal, I've just interviewed him, says, what is the point of going to members of the censor board when everyone from top to bottom is involved in this corruption?
This is the usual practice of a bribe or a corrupt fellow. This is the usual practice. If you ask the Jawan or a P1 in front of a office, he says that, मैं मेरे लिए नहीं लेता हूँ, ये तो ऊपर जाता है. This is the usual say. How can you believe in that? Is it the right thing to say? Without any proof? Giving it to a middleman, that to 6.5 lakhs, and telling that, लेने वो तो ऊपर से bottom तक जाएगा. कहाँ ऊपर है भाई? Where is the ऊपर?
Sir, नहीं sir, ऊपर तो है ना. The fact is that he's saying I paid this bribe and look, I got the certificate. Certificate फर्जी signature से तो नहीं आया होगा. So what he's saying is absolutely logical. That there are people within the censor board who are taking money to give certificates. Because Vishal has got that certificate after paying 6.5 lakh rupees. Fact is, he's also given proof on social media. There are 2 names and account numbers to where the money has been transferred. There is a recorded conversation as well. Are you saying today on Mirror Now, on record, that the 2 people to whose account the money has been credited to do not belong to the censor board? How are you saying this even without an inquiry?
I don't know yet, because the inquiry is on and the truth will come out. But if you say that I have given to X or Y, if he is one of the office member or one of the office bearer of the Mumbai CBFC, then he has to be dealt very, I think, legally. That's what already the inquiry has started. If somebody who is sitting there in an office, he says that I will take care of everything, I don't think he will be an office bearer. I think there will be some difference between a mediator and an office person. That's what I am telling.
Naga sir, the very fact that he got a certificate after paying a bribe means that the system is corrupt. that within the censor board there is corruption, because of which these middlemen exist. The very fact that these middlemen exist and they manage to get the job done, in this Vishal's case a certificate, it means there's a rot in your system. I don't even know what you're defending.
So you are putting a different kind of logic. If that logic is applied to the producers also, if the producer and the director doesn't want to pay and he doesn't want to get into these kind of things and directly gets into the online and he registers, he goes through the queue and gets his certification done, what is wrong in it? Why can't he do that? It is mutual, no? If you are blaming the CBFC and at the same time
No,
you have to blame
A,
yourself also.
No. How should a producer blame himself? He has applied online, it has not worked, he's come to the censor board, and at the censor board, as soon as he pays a bribe, he is given the certificate that he needs. Please, instead of pointing a finger to the producer or the director, look within as well. Anyway, the Information and Broadcasting Ministry has already ordered an inquiry. There's a senior member from the department who's already in Mumbai inquiring about what exactly happened. We'll leave it there, Naga sir. Thank you very much for joining us and making a brave attempt to defend the censor board. I won't say you've been very successful, but thank you for coming on Mirror Now and at least doing that, because it's important to hear from the other side as well. That is what journalism is. Thank you very much. Thank you. So you've heard from Actor Vishal, you've heard from the censor board, ladies and gentlemen. All I'll say is make up your mind.